Hello, everyone. I am Ravi Gupta. I am CEO and founder of Elets Technomedia Private Limited, and I am here in Fujairah in UAE at this organization called Melaaha Drones, and I am sitting with the founder and CEO, Mr. Mosabbah Almesmari, and he is a renowned expert in the drone sector in the UAE, and he's also helping the government of UAE in drafting the policies and regulations regarding sports and drones. And let me request you to speak a bit about your vision for establishing Melaaha Drones, like how it started, how this idea emerged to you, and since it's a totally a new concept in the region, so how has been this journey, if you can talk about it?
Well, first of all, Mr. Gupta, thank you very much first for actually visiting us in Melaaha. We're very very happy that you came here. UAE, as you know, always have strategies, a forward-looking vision. And one of the things that the government of UAE were looking at in the past couple of years was fourth revolution, industry.
Yes.
And so when I left the government, I worked with the government of UAE for almost 35 years between the security sector and the Emirates ID. I thought, what can I do? I don't want to sit at home,
Yes.
and create trouble for my wife and children. That's what I read. That's what the retired people do when they don't have anything to do. So I started thinking, what else can we do? We don't want to do a traditional thing, So I looked at all the strategies that the government drafted, and fourth generation industry was something that catch my eye. Then I went, more deep into the fourth. So I looked at IoT, I looked at flying cars or other things. So drone caught my eye for two reasons. Drone industry or drone technology is a disruptive technology. Disruptive technology means it will be used in every sector of the economy. But also it will change completely the way people do their business in each of these sectors. It will change completely. In terms of, it will save time, it will save money, but also it will save lives. Human risk will be very minimal compared to what we're using now in traditional means. So I started reading about drones and where drones are going and all that, and I see a lot of studies, especially in Europe and in US. There was not too many studies or research in the area, So I just took that information and then say, yes, if it's going there, it's gonna come here. So the sooner we start, the better. Then you can have a good share of the market. So we started, looking at it, and then we said, what is it we can do in drones? There are 4 areas in drones. You can do manufacturing of drones. You could do maintenance of drones. That's another area. You can do education and training. That's a third area. Or do services. Manufacturing and maintenance. And so this is not that's the time. It's next time.
Yes.
So then become services and education. And I looked at the market in UAE and I see there are drones or companies that already do services. So we said, we want to go to the blue ocean. Somewhere, an area where nobody has touched, and we want to be good at it. We want to take a good share of the market, and then it becomes easy for us to go into other sectors. So we started actually looking at training centers. We approached the regulator, GCAA, and we said we want to establish a training center, and they said, this is a good idea, but we don't have regulation to actually give you the papers to start the training center. There is no law when it comes to drones. You want to open a training center for other aviation, okay. But for drones, we don't have any, so we don't know how to evaluate, how to, So, and I said, then what is the solution? They said, we have to wait until we get the regulation. And I said, how long is it going to take? I said, maybe 2 years, maybe 5 years. So I went home and I said, start thinking. And after 2 weeks, I came back to them and I said, listen, what if I do something? Okay, can you look at it? Just look at it. And he said, yes. So I started, and I've been doing a lot of research, universities in US and other, centers and what they are doing and all that. So I collected all that, I put it in a paper, and I did more research, and then after 2 weeks I came back to them. I said, okay, this is the material, these are the courses I'm proposing, these are the things, and then they slowly started working with us. Okay, change this, add this, bring this, so we start. So then they approved the training material. Then they said work on the procedure, examination, how you do it, how you accept students, how you do attendance, all that. So I started working on this, and slowly, alhamdulillah, we got this space approved in 2020, end of 2020, approved by the GCA. And we announced in February, it was the innovation month. Okay. Every February is an innovation month in UAE. So we announced that, we participated here, and we said in 2 weeks we will start our business. Okay. That was in February. Okay. and everything was ready, it was normal, and then suddenly we got this announcement says, hey, everybody has to close, COVID is here. So we actually had to close it, and then we had to, again, GCA came to 2019. Then we had to review again at the end of 2020 after COVID, because of stuff. But alhamdulillah, slowly, we started getting more people, we started getting this more interest. But again, we see a great future for drones. Drones can be used in agriculture, they can be used in mining, they can be used in inspection for pipelines, they can be used even in education, in maintenance. Now, there are companies, Ittihad, I think, 2 weeks ago have signed an agreement with some company to actually maintain their airlines using drones. Okay. Because it's very expensive to maintain the airlines, to see if there are any cracks or anything from outside. Using drones makes it cheaper and faster. So and you take that to the police sector, you take that to the oil and gas sector, medical sector. Dubai is planning now in 2026 to actually use drones to transport food, cargo, and also passengers. So, but lack of skills is the problem. The States are facing it, Europe is facing it, Asia is facing it. So, and this is another reason why we got into this. We want to bring more skills. We want to the market, because we know when this technology starts spreading, there will be a need for engineers, there will be a need for technicians, there will be a need for pilots, professional pilots. With licensing, there will be a need for many of these skills like data analysis and so on. So this is how we started. This is where we are.
Excellent. I think that this is an amazing vision, amazing sector, and you've taken this leadership in this sector, which is very commendable. If you can throw some light on the overall ecosystem of UAE or Middle East in the drone sector, like how is the training or skills or education or companies, how is the ecosystem right now, and also in terms of the regulations, and how do you are seeing the sector will evolve, if you can talk?
As I mentioned at the beginning, UAE is really taking a lead when it comes to the area. We are the UAE have actually last year have drafted a new law for drone, and this is the only one in the area. Okay, there is no law. If you look at any country within the GCC or even the Middle East, and I'm talking mostly the Arabic, speaking countries. There is no country have drafted a specific law for drones. We have actually 3 laws. Okay, one is the federal law, which is the main law. It's called the 26 2022, and then there is another law that was issued by the Dubai Emirate, and then there was an amendment this year on the Dubai law. Okay, the Dubai law focuses mostly on what are the organizations, responsibilities, and all that. But the federal law really talks about how people can get into drones, what are the certification that is required, what are the qualifications and all that. But also there are 5 regulations under that law. One is for hobbyists. So there is a complete regulation just for hobbyists.
Okay.
Where they can fly.
Okay.
What kind of drones they can fly, the licensing approach, and on all that. It's just specific. So if you are a hobbyist, you have to go and read that. Okay. So you'll know everything you need to know. There is another regulation for universities and research centers.
Okay.
And it's a complete, again, it takes you from A to Z on what you need to know as a university or as a research center. You want to use drones. Where do you test? You do your testing. What kind of certification you need? What kind of papers, your team, what kind of qualification, and all that. Okay. A third one is for demos. Companies that want to come and demo to their customers, or they want to participate in let's say, conferences, and they want to bring drones from outside, for a while and all that. And the last one is related to commercial. How to use drone in commercial section, for photography, for inspection, surveys, cargo delivery, whatever delivery, it's all that. So it's UAE really have really done a lot of work when it comes to that, and we're very proud, and we think will keep on evolving. It will not; these laws will not stay still. I expect every 6 months there will be a change, because everything is moving fast. The technology still is new. The technology, there are a lot of things still have not been approved by countries. So UAE is really moving into that direction. And whenever there is something new, they add it to the law. So make sure that gets to that. Yes.
I also heard about this drone Olympics happening, and I understand that your organization is also participating in this. So if you can talk about this concept of this Olympics, and
on the other side, drones are very much interesting for education sector.
Yes.
So a lot of education organizations have actually, before people using, they know about Legos and robots and all that. Now drone came something different, something new, and if you excuse the word, sexy. So students like it because it's fun. It's something new, and you can really bring your skills. So what has the International Federation of Aerosports have recognized 2 sports. So they became recognized just like football, like basketball, like anything else.
Okay.
One is called drone soccer.
Okay.
And the other one is drone racing. Okay. And UAE Aerosport Federation because we introduced these sports to schools. We did some events, so just to spread. And when they heard about this, they approached us and they said, "Listen, you guys have introduced this. You have some experience. Okay, we'll give you the responsibility of the committee in the Aerosports Federation in UAE to actually establish these sports." So UAE would become again one of the first countries in the region to actually introduce these sports, and our job as a committee, I'm chair of this committee. My responsibility is to lay down the rules, is to make sure to spread the sport in schools specifically, in clubs. So even sporting clubs now, they have football, basketball, swimming. Now we want them to introduce also this one as part. Okay, and the good thing also, next year, UAE will become the first country in the region to actually introduce these sports in the schools. So the Asian Olympics, which will be held in Thailand, and I think it is in March. They have the first time in their history have introduced a drone category. So next year, drones will become one of the categories in the Asian Olympics, and we are in UAE. We are preparing to have a team to participate. In that. And this responsibility was given to Melaaha to work with the UAE Federation to actually do this work.
Fantastic.
And our aim actually in this area is to establish a drone sports academy, which means training people, give them the skills to be stars in this sports. And the reason why we encourage students, because to be a star in football, you are competing with everybody in the world. This one is new. So the chances of becoming a star is much higher. It's much higher. Yeah, so it's very interesting. We have people coming here, they try it, they love it, but you need to have skills. You need to have skills.
So I was looking at your center, I came across this place where you talked about Vision 2030.
Yes.
So if you can elaborate about your vision.
This one, Mr. Gupta, this one was drafted at the beginning before we even had this. So this is what that's we had that vision. That tomorrow drones will be this, and we want to be a leader. We want to be the driver, working with the regulators. So what we had envisioned is having an amusement park for drones, where people can go. If you go to the park, so you can enjoy, you can play, but you can also learn about drones, where drones are going. How is drones used in agriculture? So you see some area drones used in agriculture. You see an area drones used in inspections. So that's a museum park. That's for drone. We call it drone park. Then we have another area. It's for excellence. We call it drone excellence center, which means this is where students and universities and community, they can come together and do whatever experiences they have in a place that will provide them with everything from tools to experts to technology. And a third area is to have a drone city. A drone city means one place, just like we have internet city, you have a media city. We're visualizing, creating a drone city where people who are working in the drone area, they can come and establish their companies. So, for example, I want to start a maintenance, a startup. I want to start maintenance. Okay, you can come. You can have a place here. We help you set up. We help you, do that. And so these are our visions. And to do that, we are working with the regulators to make sure that we are in line with all the regulation and also to work. We have actually participated in the law that I have talked about. We have actually one of the companies that has been invited by the GCA to actually comment on the regulation and to participate in the regulation. So this vision is really, it's slowly, it's becoming a reality.
It's a highly futuristic vision. I don't think anywhere in the world you have these things which you have just.
Not much. We have taken actually. We looked at different countries, the States, Europe, India. I've searched, I've traveled different places, and then we've kind of sat down and said, now based on what we've seen, we know now where drones are going in the future. After 10 years, 20 years, this is what's going to happen. Okay, so let's put our plan to do that. Okay, and this is that map came as based on that.
Very interesting. And how do you see South Asia or Asia collaborating with the Middle East drone ecosystem together?
See, I think Asia and so we look at China, we look at India, two countries. A lot of the work is being done, and it's being supported even by the governments in those two countries. I've seen the Prime Minister of India. He's doing a good job looking at companies, doing conferences, they're encouraging, they're giving money to people. They're even There are some areas where people can fly and test, and the same thing. So what we see is that, and UAE being a hub in the Middle East, and everybody who wants technology, who wants to do something in their country in the Middle East, they come to Dubai. They come to UAE. What is UAE is doing? Okay, so we want to take that because they know this is. So what we see, I think there will be more opportunities because there are more young people in this area in Asia and the Middle East than in Europe. So and these are new technologies. It requires younger generation. So there is a lot of opportunities for these economies to become leaders. This technology is not just for the West. It's not just for the States. The technology can be adopted by countries in the Middle East, by countries in Asia, Malaysia, Singapore, India, other countries, and they can be leaders. They can be because up to this point, the regulation is still not there. International regulation. ICAO still have not given too many. Standards for manufacturing is still not there for drones. Standards for maintenance is not there. So there is an opportunity to be a leader in one or more areas, and others countries will take from you and follow this area.
So I think it was amazing conversation with you. I have done so much.
Thank you.
From this sector, and I hope that the viewers who are watching this will get inspired, and also they will like to talk to collaborate.
We'll be more than happy. Definitely. I thank you first again for actually visiting us. I think this is great for us, but also we're very happy to receive anybody, to talk to anybody who's interested in actually starting a business in the drone business, but also we're very much open to people who are interested in actually investing or in this business, because this is where the future is. This is actually this is just like the smartphone, when we first started, and look at it where it is now. Okay, and this is what is expected and even more. It's something unbelievable. Not only in Earth, it will be used also in space.
Yes.
Exactly. And we have mentioned that.
Great. Amazing. Fantastic.
Well, thank you very much.